Well, Stephen, it's another win for us, 3-1 here at Oakview Park. How are you feeling after that?
I'm delighted. Obviously, Stranraer has been a real, it's been a real tough game for us over the last year. They've gave us some hidings, and we knew we had to go into it with the right mindset. We worked really hard this week in terms of our shape and how we want to press them. We were conceding certain areas, but Stranraer are a very good side, and I'm really delighted that in the first half we were ruthless. Although we maybe could have had a couple more in terms of, keeper made a good save for Adam Brown, and Matty had a wee half chance, but you can't complain with the chances we took because it was great. But overall, want to get the monkey off the back, and a terrific team performance again.
Of course, the 3 goals today were scored by Will. The first one, Nicky second, and Sean for the third, and that's back-to-back weeks for Nicky and Will, which must be good for yourself seeing that happen.
Well, we put massive emphasis on the set plays because Stranraer under the biggest team. We'd spotted that, and they'll maybe get a couple of centre backs, but we thought if we could get them tied up and go and attack it, which we did. We emphasised today, look, give ourselves a chance with the deliveries, and I thought Matty Yates put in 2 unbelievable balls for the goals, and that was really pleasing to take that, especially when you say to the players to do it. But ultimately it's about them. I said a few weeks ago that when things weren't going well, I felt the players were letting everybody down. This time they deserve all the plaudits because they're the ones that have turned it round. We asked for simple, better attitude, better effort levels, because I believe we have got a better culture here. And to be honest, the players have responded brilliantly the last couple of weeks. But we know there's a lot of work to be done. It's a long season, but we feel as if we're in a good place, and we can go and kick on for here.
And at half time we found ourselves 3-0 up, and you made a change of shape. But I saw Daniel Higgins come off. I think he was injured, and then Michael Anderson come on. I assume it was the injury that enforced the change.
Aye, obviously Daniel had a problem with his groin that unfortunately couldn't continue. We really wanted to keep the same shape, but Adam Corbett had tweaked his calf again in the warm-up, so it forced us into a different shape, and it probably unsettled us a wee bit at the start of the second half. But still in the other sense it was, it set us up to really counter well with bringing Ewan on, we eventually bringing Tam on, and we Adam Brown who was excellent today as well in the counter attack. So we obviously dropped Matty Yates back to a wide area, and he done a terrific job as well. So listen, it's one, although the second half you could nitpick and say we weren't the greatest, but it's always difficult when you're 3-0 up. Stranraer were sending the kitchen sink at us, and to be fair, they are a very good side. It's a team that you really need to be on the ball with. But I'm delighted with a massive 3 points.
It must still be nice knowing that even though we weren't at our best in the second half, we're still creating those chances and almost grabbed a few more as well.
Well, you'd expect, like I say, to be dangerous on the counter attack. So I really expected us to have the chances that we did have. Unfortunately, we never took them. But it was just set up for let's get behind the ball and counter attack. So we dealt with it, and we got the job done.
And finally, we look ahead to East Fife away next week, a side that came down from League 1 last season, currently sit above us in 3rd in the league as we sit 4th. And so how do you go into that game knowing the fact we've won 2 games in a row and the players are a bit more positive mentally? That's
100%, Cammy. It does create a bit more confidence, a bit more positivity about the place coming to training. I felt it this week in training. I really felt there was positive vibes, and that's what happens when you win games of football. The biggest thing for me is how the players have responded to a really sticky spell. They could have easily have felt sorry for themselves, and they've known they've bounced back. So we'll continue again East Fife, with that mindset, and hopefully we can make it 3 wins in a row.
Cheers, Swifty.
Cheers.